Welcome to the Garden Report. I'm Jared Weiss. I'm surrounded by the presence of Jacob Toby. And so we just filmed a segment, and I was put on the spot and asked, who would I rather keep if I had to choose between Marcus Smart and Terry Rozier? I answered Rozier in the heat of the moment. Toby literally ripped his hair out. I almost said your head off. He ripped his head off behind the camera.
I should have ripped my head
so
off.
We had to bring him on camera and ask him, what's your problem, bro?
I think that Smart is one of the best defenders in this league, right?
Agreed.
And he's the most versatile defender on this team. He's
Agreed.
guarded guys like Kristaps Porzingis on
Agreed.
Christmas Day this year, right? He guarded guys like Paul Millsap 2 years ago in the playoffs very well, I might add. So I don't know why you would – you mentioned, you know, if the Celtics do trade away Tatum and Brown for Davis in a weird scenario like that, who would you rather have starting next to Kyrie Irving? I'd rather have Marcus Smart. I think he just brings something that Terry Rozier doesn't bring to this team. And that's just the X factor. He's an X factor. I think you can find guys like Rozier in this year's draft or drafts, even in free agency, guys that can score the ball and play really good defense. But Smart makes winning plays. I know he has a maturity issue, right? Those things can get better.
I don't even think that's that big of a problem.
Okay,
honestly.
then that's fine then. If he doesn't have a maturity issue, that's fine. I think for me, though, I just get this certain feeling about Marcus Smart that he's a winner. And I know Rozier's good. I was not, high on him because of the triple-double and all that type of thing. For me, though, I think Smart's got grit, and he just fits what the Celtics need. So why am I wrong? Tell me that.
I think you're right about everything you just said.
Okay.
And you're choosing between your two favorite children. Nobody likes being the second favorite child, but it has to happen at some point. And I expect them to keep both of them in the way they're currently constructed. They can just dive into the luxury tax. They have bird rights on both of them because they drafted them. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them pay both of them. It's a pretty huge luxury tax bill. The bright side is they're both good players that will probably get contracts that they can trade them on pretty easily. So you're bringing them in, you're paying a big luxury tax bill, but you also are able to trade them if you're able to swing a big deal. So
how much money would you be willing to give Smart? I draw the line at 15 million.
So
that's
I think
my line.
That's where it was before the season. Now with the way the market is and the way that his season's gone, depending on what happens here in the next few months, unless he does something amazing, probably going to be more like 9 to 10 million.
That's perfect.
And that's pretty reasonable. That's very reasonable, and it's tradable too because he's worth that money.
And Jeff Goodman said on Bob Ryan's podcast that he thinks Rozier could start for a bad team when he comes up for his contract in 2019. Do you think that's true too?
He wants to start for a bad team. Well, he wants to start for a team, not a bad team. He wants to be in Boston, but Terry's been pretty adamant that he's going to be a starter in the league. I think it's pretty clear he's going to be a starter in the league, and he's going to struggle. I mean, on this team, there's no room for either of them to start right now.
As constructed right now.
And that's always a tenuous thing when it comes to a Danny Ainge team.
Of course, no. I do think Smart is just the ultimate competitor, and they need a guy like that. I think that grit's really important, especially if you're going for championships. Every championship team has had that type of guy.
I think Smart on this team right now probably is more impactful for them at the moment, but I think the upside for Rozier is stronger. So we're going to wrap that up there. I hate this guy, but I love him too. Jacob Toby, Jared Weiss. We'll see you next time on the Garden Report.